Chapter 3, Cells and Tissues. Groups of cells that are similar in structure and function are called what? Tissues. Connective tissue is just one of the 4 primary types of tissues. I got that one wrong. In tight conjunctions, adjacent plasma membranes fuse together tightly like a zipper. Gap junctions allow communication between cells. Number 3. In metaphase, the chromosomes are aligned at the center of the spindle, midway between the centrioles, so that a straight line of chromosomes is visible. It's essential prophase in reverse. Number 4. Most connective tissue types are well vascularized, meaning that they have rich blood supply. Which of the following connective tissues represents an exception? Correct answer is tendons and ligaments. Number 5. Of the different types of muscle tissue, only cardiac muscle, which is the heart, is both involuntary and contains intercalated disc. Cardiac muscle is involuntary and contains intercalated disc. Number 6. Solution A has triple the salt content of a normal red blood cell and is floating in solution. The solution is, I put hypertonic, and then and the cell will expand and explode. That's wrong. So is solution A has triple the salt content of a normal red blood cell that is floating in solution. The solution is hypertonic, and the cell will shrink or crenate. Normal red blood cells will expand until they explode only when they are placed in a hypotonic solution, such as distilled water. Number 7. The proteins scattered in the lipid bilayer, bilayer, is or are responsible for most of the specialized functions in the plasma membrane. Okay. Nucleic acids are not found in the cell membrane. Keep that in mind. Because I put nucleic acids. Number 8. The process whereby mRNA, again, is the process whereby mRNA is made from the DNA in the nucleus is called transcription. The process thereby information on mRNA is decoded at the ribosomes in the cytoplasm is called translation. So the process whereby mRNA is made from the DNA is called transcription. The process whereby information on mRNA is decoded is called translation. Transcription occurs in the nucleus and translation occurs in the cytoplasm. The tendency of water to move down its concentration gradient is a characteristic of the process called osmosis, not diffusion. Diffusion is a form of passive transport involving the movement of molecules and ions down their concentration gradient. 10. Which of the following cell organelles has or have double membrane and functions to supply most of the ATP used by the cell? Mitochondria. Correct. Mitochondria are double membrane organelles which are responsible for ATP generation, which is the energy required for the cell's metabolic activity. Which of the following statements does not describe a function of adipose tissue? What is adipose tissue? Fat tissue. Okay, so which of the following statements does not describe a function of adipose tissue? It helps maintain blood pressure. Correct. This is false. Fat has no relevant role in this process. Which of the following is incorrect concerning cellular transport? My answer, active transport requires chemical energy in the form of ATP. That's wrong. Which of the following is incorrect concerning cellular transport? The correct answer is water can be directly transported across the phospholipid bilayer, which is, I believe, the skin layer. I have to review that. Okay. Which of the following represents active transport? The correct answer, solute pumps. Which of the following represents active transport? Solute pumps. Which of the following types of epithelial tissue usually forms membranes where filtration or exchange of substances by diffusion occurs? The correct answer is simple squamous. Simple squamous. Which of the following types of epithelial tissue usually forms membranes where filtration or exchange of substances by diffusion occur? Simple squamous is found in the skin and in the vagina. Okay, number 15. In an area where an epithelium is subjected to considerable wear and tear, you would expect to find stratified squamous epithelium. Thank God for squamous epithelium. Which is what it's the tear and wear tissue that is found in the skin, like in this layer skin. That's what I meant, and then also in the vagina. Okay, number 16. Passage of materials across the plasma membrane from a region of high concentration to one of lower concentration is termed diffusion. Passage of materials across the plasma membrane from a region of high concentration to one of lower concentration is termed diffusion. Diffusion is a process by which molecules move passively from a region of high to low concentration. Number 17 is the modification and packaging of proteins and their transport to the cell membrane for secretion is the role of the Golgi apparatus. Not the mitochondria, obviously. The Golgi is the one that is in charge of the modification and packaging of proteins and transports to the cell membrane for secretion. Golgi. Which is the correct sequence of the following events of protein synthesis? Which is the correct sequence of the following events of protein synthesis? So it's going to be mRNA is made on the DNA template, then followed by mRNA attaches to the ribosomes and translation begins, followed by tRNA recognizes a complementary mRNA codon calling for its amino acid by binding via its anticodon to the codon. Followed by step 4 of the process of protein synthesis, which is as the ribosome moves along the mRNA, a new amino acid is added to the growing peptide chain. And last of all, followed by released tRNA re-enters the cytoplasmatic pool. Okay, so it goes. The correct sequence for protein synthesis is mRNA is made on the DNA template, mRNA attaches to the ribosome and translation begins, tRNA recognizes a complementary mRNA codon calling for its amino acid by binding via its anticodon to the codon, followed by, as the ribosome moves along the mRNA, a new amino acid is added to the growing peptide chain. Finally, released tRNA re-enters the cytoplasmatic pool. And that is the sequence of events of the protein synthesis. 19. Which statement best characterizes connective tissue? It is usually composed of a large amount of extracellular matter. So connective tissue, it is usually composed of a large amount of extracellular matter. And then a cell is the smallest living unit in the human body. A cell is capable of performing all the functions that define something as being alive. The end. Chapter 3, Cells and Tissues.